Well, of course, we're back again with this new map. It's actually pretty difficult to get started in here in particular. If you don't have a tower that can see everywhere on the screen, it makes it really difficult to get going in here. And even if you do, there's not very many that you can put in the middle of the map that are actually going to kind of hit everywhere. You know, I mean, you can aim with the Dartling gun, but that's a lot of micro. You can try to micro with the mortar, that's not really going to work. Monkey is just going to kind of throw crap all over the place. And then you got Sniper, which can aim, but I mean, he's not exactly an all-powerful tower that just hits everywhere on the screen, so it makes it a little tricky. In addition, there is no water down here. We're floating in air, so subs and boats aren't going to work at all in this general area, so this is a difficult map to get started. But I found that engineers end up working very, very well. They're a good starter tower. I only have 1 life, so I can't lose that, but I do have some road spikes here that kind of like save the day for a little while, because I want to go for Benjamin. Now, I'll admit it. I think the amount of games that I've actually played with Ben has been so little, it's been ridiculous. I probably have played like 4, 5, 7 games with Ben in the entirety of its existence. Uh-oh, we got some balloons trying to sneak through already. Round 15, though, a tough round for us. Road spikes are going to keep us in the game for now, but I think I'm going to have to go for something a little beefier soon, or for a spike factory. But Ben got changed into allowing us to make less money to start, but makes more money over time. So much money that we actually make $5,000 per round when we finally get going with it. It's straight up absurd. Like, I've never heard of anything like it before, and I want to kind of test it out and see if it's going to be worthwhile here in a real game, like an Impossible game, where we can make cash flow and make something with it. So, to get started in here, definitely engineers. I think it's a good way to play the game, but I want to go straight for early military, and I think heli pilot, even though kind of weird to use, is probably our best bet. I really like the idea of a heli pilot that I can just kind of leave on pursuit, and when he gets to the back here, actually does a really good job in kind of cleaning things up. The problem is in the front of the map, he doesn't end up doing quite as amazing of a job. So we're going to hope that this ends up working well, but we have to make sure we get the most expensive military monkey to get the most bang for our buck out of this thing, basically. So we're going to put the heli pilot in somewhat of a weird spot, just kind of like randomly off kilter here. We're going to get him straight into quad darts and pursuit, and hope that this is enough. Now, I currently don't have any cam protection, but I do have road spikes to keep these things at bay, and then I'm hoping that I can get some sort of lead popping power before things get crazy. Razor rotors, maybe. I don't know what else I would want to get, man. I don't know. Also, maybe some catapults. I was thinking about it. I think it's kind of like a cool idea here. All right, we got purple slobbing in here. Does not matter to us, though. We easily take him down. All right, so let's talk about Ben. So Ben got some changes. I actually want to go over these things because they're really, really interesting overall. I don't want to say good or bad because it's different, right? It's different. Some people have argued this is actually a very bad update for Ben because our cash generation in the early game has gone from 100 down to 80 at level 1. At level 2, 150 down to 120. And that means that we're losing $30 per round all the way up until level 8. Now, at this point, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but if we have to wait for, 5, 10, 15 rounds, I mean, that's the entirety of the early game. If we can't get him by, like, round 40, he's going to be doing nothing for us, like, at all. Uh-oh. Come on, heli pilot. Dude, heli pilot. Heli pilot! What are you doing, bro? All right, we gotta get this guy back on follow mouse here, so we're gonna have to control this garbage. This is not going how we wanted it to go, but it does make us survive. I think what I gotta do is I gotta go bigger jets and IFR. I want the fastness, the speed of the first upgrade there, which is kind of a weird one. All right, pursuit, doing a lot better this time around. Much, much better. Oh yes, indeed. All right, but we have to note that that is our only lead popping power for a little while, and honestly, I am not very happy with what I've got. So I'm going to throw a spike factory back here, and I'm going to throw a spike factory back here. You know, this won't help us much against the Moab. Just having that safety net is exactly what we need for this map. There's going to be random balloons sneaking through all the time. Like, all the time. And it's not going to be fun to deal with. Even with a heli pallet flopping all over the place and everything, it's not going to be fun having those things flop through here. So anyways, Ben. Still only level 6 at round 33, and this is an advanced map too, so he's going to level up even slower on an intermediate or a beginner map, of course. So, anyways, that's interesting, but here's the thing. Level 8, it goes up to 250, which is the normal amount. Now, that has not changed at all in this update. So, once he reaches level 8, things are normal again. But then soon after that, things get really interesting. Once we reach level 11, he normally would generate $300. It's changed to $1,000. More than tripling it. That is absurd. But then you reach level 15, and it goes from 500 to 2,500, and level 17 from 800 to 5,000. When I first read this, I'm like, is this a joke? Is this some sort of, like, joke thing going on here? Like, what's the deal, dude? But it kind of makes sense. If you really think about the extrapolation of, oh my god, follow the mouse here for a second. All right. Oh god, pursuit. All right, we got spike factors in the back. This is terrible, man. Helipilot is not doing his job. He's too slow still, or stupid, or a combination of both. Not really sure. We need more pop and power. Let's go for a quick Sensory Expert here, and I think I'm going to go for at least a Sprockets down here for now. And I need to get some sort of earlier lead popping power too. I don't know what I want to go for yet, but I have a strong feeling it's going to be this guy right here, the cannon. So this is a very interesting tower. A very, very, very interesting tower that I for sure think is just overall terrible, but I have to test it out. I have to see for my own eyes, is the bottom path cannon change here going to be an amazing to ever start using? But it's mainly a 5th tier change here. Almost nothing else got changed with the cannon, just a MOAB assassin targeting change with the ability, which isn't very significant at all. All right, we're going to do a quick odd Alchemist play here. I'm going to throw the Alchemist right here. Going to go boom, boom, boom. Get a Berserker Brew. And I'm going to follow mouse this guy so I can make sure I get the most pop power out of him. It looks like he does fan-frickin-tastic. Back to Pursuit for you, good sir. Back to Pursuit, and you can stand whatever you want to be honest. So at this point, Ben still not even making the normal amount of money. Past round 40, he's still making less for us. Less for us. And then finally, I think round 42 is when we're going to finally make the normal amount of cash. There we go. Finally up to level 8, we're making the normal amount of cash that Ben would normally make at this level. That's pretty rough, just to be straight with you. That's pretty bad, pretty rough. I don't know. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to start going for the bottom path cannon here, the recursive cluster. We're going to go for the... let me think about this for a second. This is actually an interesting thought. So, because I'm planning on going up to the higher level cannon, I want to make sure that I'm making the right choice on the upgrade. And I think that, to be honest, they're probably both pretty even, but usually one has an edge, and usually one has an edge for what you're trying to do with it. Whether you're trying to pop Moabs or balloons or whatever, you gotta like kind of design your towers to work most effectively for you. So here's the bomb blitz changes. First of all, the prices went down quite a bit, from $35,000 to $28,000, so a $7,000 decrease. That's actually a pretty good deal, to be completely honest. But because of that, our attack, and then in addition, our attack cooldown has been reduced from 1.5 to 1 second, so we're attacking even quicker now. Significantly quicker, by the way. But the damage has been reduced in half, from 6 to 3, and then we no longer deal bonus damage to fortified wounds. So basically we're trading our lower price, our attack cooldown increase for damage. That's kind of it, because the fortified thing, I don't know, I don't think it's going to affect us that much. Like, all the bonus damages are just goofy. They're like trying to get away from them a little bit, I think. But to me, they don't really matter much. Let's do this. Let's go for both of these guys up to deconstruction. I don't know for sure that that's the right answer, but that's what I'm going to do for now. And then, based on what I read, though, I mean, we can do 1 extra damage with the top path. Oh my god, spike factories, dude. Get going, get going. Let's get a bigger stacks over here. Helipilot's, like, screwing it up hardcore. He's just, like, running back and forth instead of helping at all, and it's almost too late to actually fix any of our issues here. I'm going to leave him on pursuit and just let him try for his best here. But I need to go for a village or something to get camp protection between some of these guys. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's put the cannon right here. Or the village right here. And then we're going to upgrade our village to camera detection real quick. And probably a primary training in addition. So here we go. Helipilot, just being stupid. What we need to do is we need to focus on one area, and then kind of wrap around and then try to pop the other area for a little bit. Or just leave him in the front of the map. I mean, this is like a decent spot for him to just kind of pop most of the things. In fact, you know what? Screw it. His chase is not working. We're just going to lock him in place. Admittedly, Helipilot was, I don't want to call it a necessity for the Moab, but very, very helpful against the Moab. But nowadays, he's kind of being a pain in the butt, especially when I spent extra money to get an Alchemist over there. Like, this is bad, man. Overall pops, though, not bad. 10,000 to 7,000, 5,000. I mean, comparatively speaking, he's doing most of the work, to be honest. So I can't complain too much, I guess. But let's do it. Let's go for that radar scanner. Let's go for that jungle drums and the primary training. Yeah, you know what? Let's go primary mentoring as well. We'll get a free upgrade out of it. And then, oh, it's nice. Ben is insta-killing these Moabs now. So don't forget that Ben can make us extra cash, but when it comes to Moabs, it actually makes us less money because those balloons don't ever appear, you know? So Ben is a weird hero in that he makes you money, but also costs you money. And it's really hard to tell if he's making you money in the long run or costing you money in the long run, but in general, he seems to be making enough money where it allows you to start getting other things going, like farms and banks and stuff, and allows you to make more money in that way. But by himself, he doesn't necessarily make a ton of money, and that's why I always felt like Ben was such a weird hero, and I didn't like him. He was almost too complicated for me, where I was like, do I use him in this way or that way, or which way do I make him make the most sense for me? But a lot of people go bananas for him. Legit, they have a huge boner for Ben, and I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I've always been a fan of bananas. I've always been a fan of making money, and I get that Ben is really nice for round 40. One of the best towers in the game for round 40, including alternate blue rounds round 40. But I find him a little boring. Like, him not doing any attacks, just sort of sitting in the back here and making cash, just feels not in the spirit of the game, almost. Like, I don't hate him or anything, but I don't really like playing with him, if that makes any sense. So anyways, he's only level 9 right now. Of course, we can buy levels here, but at no point would it actually make sense for us to buy levels to try to make more money, because it's just so expensive. Even if we were making $1,000 per round by getting to round level 11, like, it's just not going to matter. It's going to take 8 rounds to pay for it. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So, buying levels ain't going to happen. We're going to let it all fly how it currently is, and we got to definitely think, well, what are we going to do with a cannon? So do we want that extra damage? Do we want the faster reload? Honestly, I think faster reload is better, because I think the attack speed is really the bonus of the cannon right now. And I want to increase that attack speed even further by getting a jungle drums, obviously, but then I can buff him with an elk instead. This is going to give me even more significant buff than going for the heavy bombs here, so I think this is a better answer for us. Now keep in mind that this is not a 5th tier cannon yet. This is only a 4th tier cannon. And I need a whopping $33,000 to make this guy happen. But to be honest, he might actually be a pretty good tower for us. But he's kind of in a weird spot. I'll be honest. This is a hard map to put towers that are really good against balloons, unless you want to do a split on them. So if you get like two decent towers in the back here that are good against balloons, whether it's random glue or random spike factories or random, I don't know, ice tower or something, like all these things that can slow down the lower tier balloons like back here, that all makes sense. But going for a big tower back here is kind of difficult to do because you can't hit both sides. You know, this is a blocker here. So we have to put it like up here and have it try to hit both sides, and I still don't even know if that's going to work. If anything, a balloon solver might actually be a decent tower for us to put here if we buffed him with enough range where he can reach both sides. It's like the only thing that I can imagine that would be really good over here, but I still don't even really like that idea. Instead, I think we're better off focusing our attack in the front, and then if we want to, again, we go for some minorly low-tier towers in the back and let them sort of do some cleanup here. But I really like the idea of straight up spike balls on both sides. This is a really solid balloon pop and power tower that defeats a bunch of ceramics. And even though it's a reasonable amount of money to spend on these things, for the safety that it gives you, it just makes you feel freaking good. To be completely honest, it makes you feel good about yourself. So we're gonna do this with an even fast production, and then we gotta worry about one round coming up here, and then hopefully nothing else for a while. Round 63. So let's check this out. Everybody's still doing their jobs. I'm pretty happy here. I'm going to put this guy back on Pursuit. I've got a decent defense now kind of across the board, and I think it's just going to be solid enough for us. And even if we do need to put him back on Fellow Mouse, we can micro him a little bit. All right, round 63 is coming up. I'm hoping that this guy's going to be enough popping power for us, but I truly don't know the answer. I don't know if he's going to be enough. So one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw down... screw it. We're just going to see what happens. So I have the ability to use Ben's second ability here if I want to. Skimming. I could skim him. I'll do it for the last set, maybe. Yeah, let's do it for the last set, just to make sure that we have the ability to pop them all. I can also do this. I think that would... Whoa, that didn't work at all. I forgot it's only the 4 nearest towers, which really does not help us. All right, we're going to try it for this last set here, though. Hopefully this is not too early or too late. You have to time it just right. And you can see the actual hack happening before the balloons come out. That's actually really cool. And they all turn into rainbows, making them that much easier for us to pop. And worth. Totally worth. Difficult to play around with, but I enjoyed it. All right. Kind of difficult, but round 64 goes down. I think 65 is going to go down, and I think the 60s should all be pretty easy. And by that point, we're hoping for our 5th tier cannon. At this point, Razor Rotor is still taking the cake here for the pop count, though Recursive Cluster not that much further behind. Admittedly, more buffed by pretty much everything here, and a better spot, obviously, but I kind of expect more, to be completely honest. I mean, the engineers are keeping up as well, and even though they've been around the entire game, they are cheaper, and they are not being buffed by just about anything, so they've got a lot going for them. Like, they're just doing everything just kind of on their own anyways. Oh, I guess they are getting buffed a little bit. Alk is accidentally buffing the Dart Monkey and the Engineer? What the heck? All right, let's get rid of the Dart Monkey at this point. We don't want him to steal any of these pops at all. All right, back to Ben. What do we got here? We're at level 11 now, so we're going to get $300 per round. That is not right, by the way. It should be $1,000 per round. Let me double check that. I know we just talked about that earlier, but I don't want to screw this up. Ben is going to make $1,000 per round at round 11. So that's just a mistake, I guess. We're going to check and make sure we're making that $1,000 at the end of this round here. There it is, $1,000. Makes sense. Okay. To be honest, it feels kind of cool. It just feels cool to make $1,000. I mean, what kind of banana farm do you even need to make $1,000? Is that like a banana research facility? That's $1,500 to get a banana research facility. This is basically a banana research facility at this point. That's not bad. And he does pops, at least against Moabs. So, like, that's pretty close. But again, the early game, you are wasting a hero, and you have to keep that in mind when you're playing this game. He does not do any pops, so you're going to sacrifice building banana farms by having your hero just do more pops. I don't know, dude. It's a really tricky question for me, because I just don't mind banana farms. I specifically don't mind marketplaces at all. They are one of my favorite towers. Marketplaces in general, I like them. I feel like they're solid across the board. No reason not to get a marketplace, to be completely honest. Like, don't even need to build a banana farmer or anything. And they make lives too! They're like a mini Ben, and and you can get them for pretty cheap. Okay, so we're going to wait it out. I'll be back in a couple rounds here. All right, things are starting to get mildly spicy. BFBs and stuff trying to sneak through, or big chunks of Moabs here. Still surprisingly, Helipilot coming in clutch, to be completely honest. He's been doing a lot of the random blooms sneaking through. But it's time for a Bomb Blitz. So don't forget, if you've never played with the Bomb Blitz before, he does an interesting thing. First of all, check out this range. Of course, again, he is buffed. Alk buffed and Village buffed, but that is not abnormal for a late-game tower here. I'm going to leave him on close, I think, because I just want him to randomly hit things wherever they are and have the explosions just hurt things. But it's nice he can hit over here and over here. Maybe I should leave him on first. Let's leave him on first. It just feels right. We'll have to test it out against round 75 and 76 to see if this guy's going to be worth it. But so far, I'm not upset that he just attacks so quickly that I don't feel like he will ever, like, miss the balloons, basically. Which I guess was a decent issue with him before. Any cannon, one of their biggest weaknesses is missing the balloons. If you shoot and they don't all get destroyed, it takes a long cooldown for him to shoot again, and then they might just sneak through your defense. So I don't want to call that, like, the only weakness or, like, anything like that, but it's one of the biggest weaknesses. The other issue with him is he does not officially pop black balloons automatically. He's a 5th tier cannon who does not pop black balloons automatically, which is just goofy as crap, which means I probably should be going for a MIB or something like that, but I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna leave him as is and kind of see how he flows here. At this point, I'll admit it, this is impoppable, so we've been spending a lot of money here. Even though we've got a Ben who's making us some extra cash, I do not want to play this too long without getting an extra banana farm and then losing out around 100. So I'm gonna end up buying maybe a marketplace, maybe two, and just kind of like see where this leads me. In addition, Ben is going to start making us even more money. By the time we get to level 15, he's going to make us $2,500 instead of the $500 that we talked about earlier. And so far, he has generated $26,000 in total, which to me doesn't feel too bad. Okay, Cannon, still kind of doing an okay job. Realistically, though, I think you guys know where this is going. We need more Moab pop power, and we need it much, much, much quicker. So what do we do to make that happen? Good question. Now, a primary monkey makes sense here. I can build them anywhere I want in this general vicinity, which would be nice. But the right primary monkey, I don't know what it is. I need it to be able to pop Moebs. So, Balloon Solver, not bad, but never good against the bad, never good against Reinforced Summon Gods, which admittedly would be a huge weakness for me. I could go something a little weirder like a Mob Eliminator, which, again, just got a change here, so we can target with our ability. So that's cool, but I don't think I really care about him too much. I don't really want to get him. Instead, I think we're better off going for something a little bit more intriguing. I'm thinking a full-on Moab Dom. We want to keep things in range of this cannon so we can shoot these guys backwards. That would be ideal. So let's do that. Let's get a quick Moab Dom. Don't forget, when I say quick, he's still $60,000 here. So this is not a cheap monkey to get. This is a kind of long-term tower, admittedly. But I've got $12,000 saved up over here already. Ben's going to be making, $2,500 per round here soon. That's not bad money. I mean, we should be able to get this about around like 85 or so, 86 maybe, if everything goes according to plan. 78 though, camo balloons a little tricky, little bit tricky. 79 still going pretty strong. Let's look at the pop counts. So at this point, Razor Rotors, 50K. The Cannon, who has been around for most of the game here and has been doing a great job and is a 5th tier tower at this point, has 100,000 pops. Okay, just over. Engineer at 58. Engineer at 55. Boomerang has only been around for a little bit of 1,000. Okay. I mean, to be honest, at this point, not impressed. Not impressed. Not happy. Not upset. But not impressed. That's the main thing. Not impressed at all. I feel like he should do more somehow. I don't know exactly what he should be doing more, but whatever he's doing, he's not doing enough of it. And I think that not enough of it is mostly Moab popping power, which he's not even designed to do. So I feel a little bit bad saying that. But again, maybe this is just not the map for him. You know, maybe this guy would be great if I just throw him down on Monkey Lane right in the middle of the map and just let him go to town. You know what I mean? All right, we got round 80. We got a Oh My God coming in here. BP's all over the place. This is where he's kind of going to shine. And the black balloons are the problem. He can't pop the black still. Oh my God. So I guess the question is, do I do something about black popping? Oh, I mean, normally a really cool tower to combine is like something like a more glaives or something. But dude, I just don't wanna. I don't feel like I should have to build that if I've got a bomb blitz. And I don't want to go full on Mib. Okay, let's wait this out. Let's try to wait it out. Let's see if we can... Oh my God. We've already got BFB sneaking through already around 81. Okay, waiting it out may not be a possibility. I just want to throw that out there. We are doing not a very good job overall. Not a very good job at all. Spike Factory is doing the major work today. Oh my God, these guys have been delicious. The best staller, stunner, killer towers in the back of the map ever. All right, Ben, he is making us $2,500 per round. Kind of makes sense. It's right around round 80 on an advanced map. Kind of makes sense. If you're going on free play, you want to be able to make that extra money. But admittedly, this is the only game mode where that's going to happen. Boss Balloons as well, who'll be making $2,500 by this point. But he's only made 38K so far. I mean, I've only had these guys for a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, it feels cool. I'll admit that. It's definitely way cooler than making $500 per round. Or $800 per round. So, yeah. All right, let's keep playing this out. I'm going to try for it. I'm gonna rush for a Moab Dom, even if I have to sell some crap. I might even sell, like, that Elk or something like that to make it happen. I know we're cutting it close right now. Like, any round could kill us right now. Any round could kill us right now. Let's try for one of these things. Holy crap, it kind of worked. Oh, my goodness. All right, every round is scary here. As soon as I get the money, though, I'm selling banana farms to make it happen, dude. I'm totally selling banana farms to make this happen. Let's do it again. Go hard, go hard, go hard. I am just a few $1,000s out at this point. You know what? I'm going for it. Boom, boom. Can I get it? I can't, not yet. We're going to go boom and boom. Moab Dom. We got ceramics in the back of the map at this point, though. Heli Pellet trying to hang on. Moab Dom is on first here. Let's also put him on fast throwing. Holy crap. He's trying to catch up for us, and he eventually will start to catch up, but it took a little while, a little bit of work to make it work for us. Bam, we're back in action. Let's get that banana farm back in motion. And let's see how this works. See if this is the right combo. The Wombo comp. right, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Delicious. All right, I'm happy with that. Now, I'm actually wondering if maybe I should move my cannon back a little bit. Like, I could just pick him up with the helipilot or something. Throw him back over here. He could still reach him up in the front and still hit balloons somewhat near the back. Should I do something a little wonky like that? Sure, why not? Plus, this is not a bad heli. Let's get him on pursuit, though. I don't want to have to control that nonsense here. And I think we're going to be able to afford it in time, too. So, plus, if the ceramics are the big issue for us, that's actually a great tower. Just knock them back into the cannon. All right, we got 4s. Oh, my God, it's coming out for 87. Still going good enough. Fantastic. Good slowdown across the board. Cannons attacking everything. Boabdon takes down the big balloons. Once we get to slightly smaller balloons, though, is he able to still keep up? Yes, he is. All right, I like this combo. I actually really do like this combo. Sometimes it's not about the tower itself, it's about the combos you can make happen with it. And even with a really, again, stupid positioned bomb blitz, I'll be the first person to admit that this is probably the weirdest position for a bomb tower in general. But a bomb blitz in particular, ever. But I cannot show off his ability at all. I think that makes me a little upset. If I lose 1 life at all, it's GG, so... yeah, but I wanted to play up to around 100 to kind of like show him off, so yeah. Tis what tis. All right, let's go for that support Chinook, and now I can move him into place, I think. I'm thinking about just putting him right behind the boomerang here. Just go like this, boom, boom. That looks good to me, and we're going to have to possibly... oh, crap, DDTs! Okay, DDTs. DDTs. DDO crap T's. Oh, boy. Yeah, on that note, well, first of all, oh my God, don't tell me we're gonna lose here from helipilots being idiots. So this cannon is not doing well right now. He is missing quite a bit, which is admittedly a problem. I don't really like it, but of course this is a weird round for us, a bunch of regular balloons instead of a bunch of Moabs and stuff. Eventually it does come through for us, but it wasn't all that efficient. So we got to deal with DDTs. What do we want to get? All right, let's go just standard. Let's go for a standard strategy for once, and we're gonna throw down a quick Spike Storm with White Hot Spikes. It's all about the ability. I don't really care about the regular spikes here, even though they can help us out a little bit. It's all about that ability for these DDTs. All right, more ceramics getting to the back of the map here, but Support Chinook's kind of doing his job, kind of sending balloons back a little bit. I will not be using any abilities here at all. I don't know if I like this position. I'm gonna maybe move him back. We're gonna see how this goes. I mean, I like it like right now. Like this is what I wanted to see happen. I wanted all the ceramics to get popped over here and over here, and still be able to reach the front of the map. Obviously, let's at least move Elk back over here and let him buff mostly the cannon. No way is that closer to the spike vector than the cannon. Get out of here. All right, 93 with no Spike Storm. All right, that's pretty cool. I'll take that action. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to go Special Operations. It's a weird tower, but it's a fun tower. You know, and we got the money for it. Ooh, we're making 5K per round now? So we get 6 rounds of making 5,000. We're making 30K from Ben in the late game here. Ooh. So if you did not farm at all for the rest of the game, that means big money for you. But if you farmed at all, I don't want to call it insignificant, but it doesn't really build the exponential growth of the possibility of Ben in the early game. All right, exponential growth or compound interest is freaking insane, guys. I wish I could give you guys like I might actually make a video on, oh my God, oh, look at these balloons at the back. Not really liking that. Round 94, this is not even that big of a balloon round. I mean, it's big-ish. But round 98 is so much bigger, it's insane. But I might actually give you guys a video on compound interest where I just talk about money and compound interest in general, and maybe I'll even come up with like a few data points for myself so I can actually talk it out for y'all, so people can understand it. But let me tell you, compound interest is actually very, very cool. And if you have the ability to understand it and throw any money in like the stock market or anything, it's usually worth it in the long run. Not day trading, not week trading, not month trading, not even year trading, but just throwing it in the stock market and basically just leaving it there. Has, general trend-wise, always been successful. Never not been successful. Never. Ever. So far. In the past. Woo! In the past forever. Oh, crap. All right, so Marine is down on the bottom here. We got DDTs in the top. Oh, gosh. DDT's on the side. DDT's on the top again. Sport Chinook with Moabs and all that crap at the top and the bottom and the top again, and we somehow survive! Oh my god. Dude. Alright, so the Marine, I am going to put this guy off of pursuit. Back and follow mouse. We're going to drop the Marine just right here every time. I think this is the answer. Throw him in the front here. And I'll be sending these balloons backwards a little bit better, I think. Hopefully. 96. You know what? Screw it. Let's use it. 97 is a pretty difficult round normally, but not with the Moab Dom. The Moab Dom should absolutely annihilate. All right, let's get another one of these puppies down right next to these Zomagurds. Looks good, looks good. I got 24 grand here, and I got a banana farm ready to go. And we're going to be making 5K from Ben. So I think our best plan of action is probably just the Carpet of Spikes. I think I can afford it soon. So let's get him going. Let's get him flowing. Okay, 97. Let's throw him down. $6,000. Yeah, maybe at the end of this round. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. All right, Moab Dom, aim the front one first. There we go, there we go. That one's doomed, deadified. Bottom one now. Doomed and deadified. Beautiful. We got round 98, though. A big, beefy round. Mid-round, we're going to have to sell this thing and get Carpet of Spikes. Mid-round. We got to make that happen. So here we go. First of all, Marine. Go, 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 go. Marine me up. We got to get some balloons popped here. All right, I'm going to actually use Ben's abilities here, even though I'm not even sure if this is going to be helpful. All right, we're going to get rid of this thing. We're going to go Carpet of Spikes. Oh, not the money yet. Oh, crap. All right, use that ability. Oh, my God. We screwed up a little bit. What is happening? It glitched for a second. There's reinforced balloons everywhere. Oh, he stopped because of the bed ability. All right, Marine on the bottom. This guy on the top with the Carpet of Spikes up. Carpet of Spikes is up and active now. Marine is not doing as much as he should be doing on the bottom here. We're going to have to fly back and forth to make sure we pop all these balloons, dude. Oh, crap. Ceramics at the top again. Take him down. Ceramics in the bottom again. I don't have a Marine or anything available. We get a Carpet of Spikes up, and that is going to be enough for round 98. Absolutely beautiful. Ben is currently level 20 now, and I have not been using Siphon Funding at all. To be honest, I always find it hard to use, so I'm never sure how to use that thing. All right, Carpet of Spikes. Boom, boom, boom. Take it down round 99 easily. And the final round here, a single bad balloon. Can we do it with a Moab Dom? That's a tough question. Let's drop our Marine down kind of early. We should move the Carpet of Spikes up here. Yeah, let's do that. And then if I can use one Carpet of Spikes ability, I think we're going to be gold. I think we should be good. And then, yeah, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Like, I'm not sold, but I'm not sold. There we go. One Marine to clean up, and there it is. Round 100 goes down actually pretty easily. Okay, okay. So if you get a Ben late game, the money definitely flows. I'll be the first person to admit it. Let's go to free play, I guess, but we're really just going to review the map real quick. Let's check out what we did. So first of all, Ben, in the totality of the game, has made $121,000. Now that is actually pretty wild. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's a lot of money. Normally you make about 170 grand or so by round 100. So we added another 120 on top of that, making almost $300,000 total instead of 170. Almost doubling it. Almost. That's pretty cool. Just one single hero has almost doubled the money that we made. Really, it's like 66%ing the money, but it's like a lot. Yeah, I'm happy with that. As far as the cannon goes, he's been around the entirety of the game. I've been moving around a little bit. I've got some decent buffs for him and everything, but he's also a fairly cheap tower. All things considered, he's about 30k. Fair enough. 500,000 pops. I'm not upset with that. He kind of like does what he's supposed to do, and we never even used his ability from losing a life. So if you really wanted to save the day in some situation, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Carpet Spikes has been around for like 2 rounds, and he got 124,000 pops. But that's his job. I mean, he's one of the best towers in the game, of course. Moab Dom, been around for a long time, and he's very expensive. Significantly more expensive than this guy, and got up 600k pops. But fair enough. Seems like he did his job as well. Engineers, they've been around a lot of the game as well, but ridiculous to have 153k pops for the amount of money we spent. These guys are so cheap. In fact, if we could just spam like 20 of these guys, they should make more pops than all of these things, but it just doesn't work that way. 139 pops. Oh, have I not been using my ability to make... I always forget that I can make money off this thing, dude, because I I never press that button, and I never play not champs mode. But any which way, overall, I'm happy. If you guys are happy, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.